guys like do a little song with our little countdown. Because if you people don't know listening, my ladies have chops. They are singers.
Oh,
Okay, they sang. Okay, where people be stopping and be like, hold on, whose voices are those? So you're gonna be hearing our ladies soon with the countdown. I'm just
The
saying.
countdown song.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. It is Wednesday. We are back. We actually have a lot. There is a lot. Like 2025 is starting off with a bang with the foolishness. Like
Mm.
we thought that some people would leave the foolishness in 2024, but they said no. We're gonna bring it in, which is great because we will have a show for years to come. But before we get into the foolishness, let's go ahead and do our thing, ladies.
Yes. Hello, everyone listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This is the Not Your Typical Girl Talk. And we want to thank, before I even get into it, I want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio.
Mm-hmm.
You can catch the replays of our show every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the Internet Radio. Isn't that like, you can hear us audio. So you don't need to be sitting here on your device, just on YouTube, but you can listen to us in the Internet Radio ether.
True.
Which I think is pretty amazing. So
Thank
you to Radio Region. Thank you so much for joining us. We try to make sense of the foolishness on these deep, dark internets. We pull some of the stupidest foolishness and we talk about it and we make you laugh. So we tape live here on YouTube every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And of course, follow us on Instagram.
And Facebook.
And Facebook.
That's right, we got Facebook.
And Facebook.
Say that my name is Cursia. Anyways,
I don't remember if you did. But yes, my name is Cursia. Hey everyone, my name is Telly. I'm also a proud member of the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. Ooh. It is brick outside with a hard K. It's cold out here.
That part.
So if you guys are living in some hot, nice island or some nice hot place, think of us because we're not in a hot place at all. We're in brick town, but our laughter will warm us up. And boy, do we got some ish for y'all tonight. I'm not gonna hold it up. Sheba girl, tell these people who you are because the foolishness must be told. Must be told.
Oh my Lord, amen. I am Toshiba. They call me Sheba. There is actually, honestly, a lot of foolishness, and I am actually going to get into this because this first one here, people need to just keep their business. Actually, maybe they shouldn't, because then we wouldn't have a show. Keep your business going, actually. Keep your business on these internet. In the first segment, we're going to call Secret. Here we go.
I'm pregnant by my baby daddy's dad.
Whoa.
Wait, your baby daddy's dad, so the father-in-law.
Yes.
How did that happen? Like, how did y'all hook up?
We met years ago and we fell in love maybe the last year.
Oh, so you're in love.
I'm in love.
Whoa.
Does your baby daddy know?
He definitely doesn't.
He does now.
Are you going to tell him? When are you going to tell him is the real question.
Well, I'm due next month, so maybe next month I have 1 month to figure it out.
Did you have a baby shower yet?
No, I haven't.
Who does he think?
I'm 37. I think I'm too old for baby showers. So.
Who does he think you're pregnant by?
Him.
Wait, your baby daddy thinks it's his kid?
Yes.
Stay up, Angela.
That DNA test might show it is because they probably got the same DNA. You could maybe pass it off.
Well, we've been together, exactly, but we've been together for 16 years, so I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Wait. You don't think it's going to be a problem? What do you mean?
It's going to look like him because it's his daddy's baby, so it's going to look, you know?
So you're not going to tell him? You're going to let him think it's his?
I'm definitely not. I'm just going to keep it in the family.
Oh, all in the family, indeed.
Wow.
Damn.
All right, well, that's a big secret.
Listen, she said she had been with this man for 16 years and she was just his baby mama. That told me everything I needed to know about her. She's too old at 37 for a baby shower, but she's not too old to be having her baby daddy's father's child. So her grandfather, the grandfather to her children, is now going to be the father to her new baby, but she's going to pretend it's the grandfather because she's going to pass it off as his son's baby that's been with her for 16 years, but is just her baby daddy. We got that all right. Okay, good. I got it. All right. Mm-hmm.
Well, she said she's going to keep it in the family, so.
It definitely is.
I actually have no words. Like, I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually tired of dumb women on the internet.
You know what's weird too? I think, sadly, this is becoming a trend with women sleeping with their husbands or baby daddies' fathers and then having to keep it in the family. But hold up. Her baby daddy and her and the baby daddy have been going for 16 years.
16 years.
Baby daddy. He's not her husband.
Correct.
Baby daddy.
Yes,
No,
that's
not
the
at
first
all.
mistake.
All right. I want to be sure I got that part.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm good.
And then it's
I can move on
amazing
from
that
there.
the dad is like, well,
Okay.
she obviously means nothing to him because my son didn't marry her, so
So he just popped in.
might as well like sleep with her.
Okay.
Like,
But
so
girl, they're in
what?
love. But they're in love, girl. Was that
Unless she said
yours?
she's in love.
She's in love. I
I
don't
mean,
know
that is
about
cool.
daddy
I don't know about
pop,
granddaddy. I don't think granddaddy's in love.
because granddad, who is her lover, she's walking around with the belly. I'm pretty sure she's out here full on pregnant, and that father isn't even a bit sus.
But you know, the thing is with like the Black community, we're so good at playing poker face. We're so good at making everyone feel that like, yeah, that's my child, when we all know that's not your.
But
that's not
and
your
we
child.
know
That's
it's
your aunt.
not.
The aunt is your mom, or your great granddaddy is your real father, not the man you
No,
raised.
it's a great granddaddy.
We're also for great granddaddy. He's very healthy, but that's how our community stays. Like, we're so good at like doing things like this.
Delulu.
That's actually, we should get an award.
It's Delulu because we know well and well,
that's not it.
and we're all there like.
And yeah, and like you
And
said,
at all the at all the functions, at the cookouts, you're all gonna be standing there like,
yup.
so you know that the father is the grandfather, right?
And everyone knows, but no one's gonna say anything,
Right.
Because they're keeping it in the family because they don't
Right.
want no one knowing their business.
Right.
Yeah, okay, well, we're done here. That's it. Okay, we're gonna move on because it actually gets more ridiculous. In this segment, we're calling advice, and I'm actually gonna have to pull it up because when it's done, I actually need to read it for the people who are listening because it is so stupid. Like, we just got to get into it. So, advice. Here we go.
I want y'all to read this right quick. Okay. Now, I want y'all to answer, and I want y'all to take your time and answer this question for her, okay? Because my response would be, walk away. He can't do it. I mean, it ain't like he can chase you. Walk away. Somebody got to walk away. And clearly it can't be him. So, but what are your thoughts? Y'all got any advice for her?
Okay. So while all my ladies process what was just on the screen, for those of you on the radio, I'm gonna read what we had to read. So, lady asks for advice on leaving her abusive boyfriend in a wheelchair, and she says, "I need some advice. I'm currently in a relationship with someone who's paralyzed in a wheelchair, but he abuses me. He tells me bend down, slaps me in the face and everything. What should I do?" Question mark. I had to throw my phone away. If you're listening, I
Yeah.
literally read it and threw my phone because what?
Wow.
What?
So this was my advice. I don't know about y'all, but since she's asking,
She is asking.
I have some advice.
Lay it on her.
When you give him his dinner, he'll be there sitting, eating. You just go behind his chair and put the brakes on that chair. And that's it. And walk away. He'll be like, oh, now this is horrible. Also, I don't want to go to hell. Okay, I really do want to spend my eternal life in glory. So I am being very, but I'm being very serious. I'm not joking. So
here's the problem though. She bends down to have, so he doesn't even need to wheel to her. She bends down for the abuse. He says, "Come, let me slap you in your face," and she goes, "Okay."
well, I mean,
Maybe she deserves the beating then.
maybe she deserves the lick.
Maybe she deserves the lick. I mean, what she could do, I agree with the brake thing, and take it another step further. Put the brake on, and then just turn over the whole wheelchair. Let him land the floor. And go, you take off,
and leave.
And
like,
leave.
Yeah, I don't understand. This is not, and I hate this, and we're not making
abuse is abuse.
You know, but this is not,
girl,
a Tina Turner, Ike Turner situation where Tina was running across the highway and Ike was chasing her. This is not that.
No, this man can't walk. So
waist down, paralyzed from the waist down. So remember, only this part of his body works.
Right.
He can't even knee her. He can't knee her. It's not like he just can't walk. Like
he can't even get close enough to her, right? Exactly. He can't even get close enough to her technically to hurt her.
That's what he does. That's what he slaps her. I'm done. I actually, I'm really trying to go to heaven. I'm on the guest list. I'm not going to get up. So we actually don't really have much advice for you because idiots. Like, we actually don't have any. There is really, like, none of the advice we gave even helps you, girl, because you like I said, you bend down for the slap. My man says, "Come for the slap," and you said, "Okay, honey," and you go in.
I can't believe I'm ever going to say this, but it's like she's enabling the abuse.
Oh, she absolutely is.
So
she said he's paralyzed from the waist down in a wheelchair.
So she needs to do better.
We've got nothing. Speaking of doing better, for those of you who do not live in Canada, I want you to picture a place as if you are in the movie Lion King, and when they're at the top of the mountain, and he says, "What's over there, Dad?" And the dad says, "Simba, we don't go there." You remember that? But it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we have a place in the Greater Toronto area in Toronto. It's called Brampton. Okay. We don't go there. It's a place where we don't go. And the reason we don't go is because of some BS like we are about to put on the screen. So in a segment, we are calling Brampton. Here we go. Auntie Garcia, can you please explain to the people what they just watched?
Yes. So what we're looking at here is you see a parking lot, and within the parking lot, there is a car that is parked, but there's an issue. The issue is that there's literally like a red sedan that is on top of the parked car. So there's a weird accident here, but the thing is, it's like, how did the car land on the parked car?
Like, in a parking lot.
Yeah, it didn't crash into the car. It's on top of the vehicle. So only in Brampton.
Yeah, it's just another day.
In Brampton, where we don't go.
Right.
We don't go.
I will be honest, and people think it's funny, like, but most of the times that I go to Brampton, I have to avoid some bad driving.
Oh yeah.
Like there's always someone driving on the wrong side of the road.
All time.
Someone making a left turn when it's a red light. Like there's always some sort of traffic violation.
Yeah.
When in Brampton. I've never been to Brampton and just driven cool and park the car and be okay. Never. No. Which is why going there, like where I am from, I pull off at square one and I don't go farther than the 403 for fear that I'll be in Brampton.
I'm on these dating streets, and if a guy lives in Brampton, I do not go there. I would rather drive over to the border and go to
Dry.
Detroit. I'm not going to Brampton. I'm not. Again, Simba, what is yonder? We don't go there.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah.
go to Brampton, and that's why. But there's other reasons, but we're still trying to stay on the guest list to heaven.
That's it.
And so we're not going to say that. So we're going to move on because we actually have so much more. And this one here, our girl Benny, of course, every week she basically makes an appearance because she's out here killing the funnies on the internet. So in a segment I'm calling Air, here we go.
How low does life have to be for you to go ahead and be willing to be the only person in the relationship with teeth? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if the gums are visible to the naked eye, that can cause some challenges, for communication and the expression of love from your beloved. Enunciation is necessary, crucial even. Were you trying to get that baby her Lazarus? Because it's like she has 2.5 teeth left. You know what I'm saying? Like, them teeth have gone on to be with him. Like, were you just trying to help her out, go ahead and be with him?
Wait, those are the same two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain who they are. Explain for those that don't know.
So there is a couple. There is a young black man and a very, 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 very old white woman who have exploded on the internet for the past couple of years. I mean, she is extremely old. Like, she could be our mother, and he could actually be my son dating my daughter. Like, that is the age difference. Like, it is crazy. And they do these ridiculous dances. And apparently, the other day they had a surrogate, had a baby shower, had a baby. Like, it is madness. I think he's 27 and she might be 63, and she looks like she's literally going to croak any minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do have to emphasize that this woman. Now, when I say 63, I don't mean Demi Moore 63.
No.
Okay,
or
we don't
Angela
mean
Bassett 60.
or Angela Bassett. We don't mean that.
No.
We mean like you've taken meth, like you've been taking meth since you were 25.
Right, and your face looks like a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
And you have no teeth, and your hair is straggly. Like, she looks like what nightmares are made of for little children when you thought of what a witch looks like.
That she's it.
That's her. That is a great thing. And as you heard our girl Benny say, she not no teeth.
No.
She actually is gums. She doesn't she has dentures.
They have the OnlyFans.
Right, and there's some weird OnlyFans.
Oh my god! I totally forgot they have an OnlyFans.
All the money because they made bank from that OnlyFans. She can't get dentures or something. I don't know, girl. Implant.
They got to take care of the new baby.
But like, apparently they made bank on OnlyFans.
Who was watching that? What?
I would like to know who as well.
There are so many things you could watch. Like, I'm not on OnlyFans looking for content to watch, but
no, but people,
there are. I mean, I've seen people on other social media platforms that talk about, well, I have an OnlyFans account, and they look more interesting to. Like, if you're gonna go watch OnlyFans, there's like trillions of other people that look more attractive and interesting than these two.
I think they do dances or something.
They stupid dances, girl.
We covered them once before.
Yes, we have.
We have covered them. We've covered them several times. Unfortunately, we've covered methody meth crack. Like, because she looks like she's taking it all. She's taking it all, and this is where we're at now. We're there. So thank you, Benny. Please, again, as Garcia always says, if you do not watch us live, please at least come see the replays or go on Instagram when we post the clips. I will post everything starting next Monday from this show. Like it is, yeah, it's madness. But we continue. We're done because I just cannot. Okay, now this is just nasty. I know some real country people. Listen, we probably come from some country people because Jamaica is a beautiful island, but there's a lot of bush, as Jamaicans people call it, and it's country. But this is a level of country I have never witnessed in my life. So, in a segment I'm calling Country Casserole. Here we go.
Okay, y'all, back for part 2. We done let the raccoon soak in brown for at least 14 hours, maybe 15. Now let's see what this bad boy look like. Okay. Look at that. He had disease. Did y'all see them gums? Go back and look. Ooh. I chopped up the vegetables. My man had to sit there, dress up the pan real nice. Added that butter, added some thyme. You got to have time to cook a raccoon, like real time, and thyme seasoning. On the grill, he was gonna go. It was cold. I made my man put on a pullover because, baby, we can't get sick. So he stayed on the grill for about an hour and a half. And then those are wood chips soaked in, was it beer or was it vinegar? I don't know. But we had to check. Look at that. His legs started sticking out, so he had to come off the grill, and it was real cold outside. So, look at that. Jet legs all open. No self-respect. No morals. Okay, we had to get him submerged in there. That came with a couple of limbs being took off. Look at that. Call my man if you need some help. All right, stay tuned for part 3.
This is why I believe don't eat at people's house.
At all. Not even a little bit. Don't do potlucks. Don't go to strangers' homes.
No.
Don't do any of that. Don't do any of that. Don't do any of that.
That's roadkill.
That is raccoon.
Roadkill. Like
in a casserole. That's seasoned with thyme.
And you're cutting it up, and that leg looked like a chicken leg. Someone's gonna eat that thinking it's chicken.
Sick. No.
I'll go to Nando's or Swiss Chalet. I don't know. Like I'm not eating at these people's house.
No.
Like, where does one get raccoon to brine?
When they hit it.
They hit it
on the street.
On the freeway.
Either that or when he's rummaging garbage. Yeah. And the man must have shot it.
Yeah, it's
and then like skinned
it. I mean, I know that food scarcity is a real thing.
Yeah, but
Tully and I were talking about it today. But let me tell you something. There's something called vegetarianism.
Eat an apple, eat a fruit.
Eat some salad. Fruitism or whatever they call it. Fruitarianism.
Anything but that.
I will eat tofu.
Yeah, just go to the tofu, girl. And I hate tofu.
And I hate it, but I will eat it.
Take that. That's nasty. That's not right. And then they're black.
Of course they are.
Real country. She's from a country.
Yeah, because I could barely understand the first 2 sentences of her thing.
Like, what happened to don't they make grits and stuff like that? I don't get it. Where'd this raccoon business come from? Ma'am, just go buy some canned food or go to the food bank.
Honestly, Chef Boyardee is not that bad.
Yeah, just go. And they got chicken in a can or whatever they call it.
Campbell soup.
Go find
it. Yes, the chicken in a can.
Get some Campbell soup and get some rice. Rice is so cheap. You can still get it for like about $2 a bag.
Get some sauce.
Make that rice. Put some rice and sauce, some rice and soup. Put the soup on the rice, and you got a meal.
That's disgusting. She's all excited about it. No, ma'am.
Yeah, she said part 3. But we digress. We had nothing. Like I saw both of your faces because that was my face when I saw it. I mean, she put a lot of effort because she brined it. I've never brined anything in my life because that thing takes time. Like you really went in for raccoon casserole with fresh thyme. She had fresh thyme. You see all them vegetables she done cut up in
for the rodent.
A lot of vegetables
for the rodent that eats garbage.
And now she's eating that garbage.
And the first time she held it up to the camera, I thought it was a seal.
It did look like a seal. It did.
I was like, is she cooking a seal?
It looked like it. Until when it was a raccoon.
Okay, we're over it now. We'll move on. Cleanse. I don't know. Cleanse your eyes. I don't know. Now this one is actually hilarious.
Honestly.
Actually an hilarious one because after that one, we need something funny. So in a segment, I'm calling 9 years. Here we go.
I was married. We were together for 9 years and we had 2 little boys. But when our boys were 6 weeks old, my husband had a terrible accident. It was a really, really hard time in my life. He tripped and fell and landed in his co-worker's vagina, and he's still stuck there.
You know, I appreciate dry humor. As a full-on Canadian, Australians do have somewhat of the same type of humor where it's like
they do,
like that's what happened. So I appreciate that clip and that woman.
Can I tell you, I watched that thing. I swear to God, I watched it like 4 times in a row.
Because it's hilarious.
It was the fact that somebody scored that clip. Do you understand that clip was scored? Like somebody came in, did the music, the pause, everything. It was like almost like a crescendo.
Like the TLC reality shows, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. She said he had a terrible accident.
Yeah.
Tripped into it and still there.
And he's still there. But it's fine because she's there doing the laundry, cleaning her house.
She's genius. Listen,
talking to
genius.
TLC or
go ahead, ma'am. Let the whole
A&E or whatever other reality show that she could be on with her story. Go ahead, sis.
Go ahead.
He's missing out.
He is stuck. He is stuck in a JJ. So
well, he didn't come back. So
he's still there.
He's still there.
He didn't come back.
Didn't come back.
No, none of these royalty checks for him. No royalty checks for him. No nothing for him. So you stay in your co-workers with JJ. But we digress. We have so much more. We actually have 6 more video clips and then a bonus as usual. But before we do that, Christia, please reset the room.
Yes. So welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on these internets. We've already been through a couple. We hope you are laughing. And we want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Thank you, Radio Regent. You can check our show out on the internet radio, Saturdays, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. And then, of course, you can check us out Wednesdays right here live, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
And thank you so much for your support and listening and watching the clips on Instagram. This is a night for you to just laugh and enjoy what's going on. The world is full with a bunch of foolishness.
It sure is.
Might as well laugh at it, make fun of it, and bring yourself some joy.
Might as well.
Right.
Okay, this one, it's a little creepy. I didn't even watch the whole thing because I wanted to share this moment with 2 of my besties, my sister girls. I want to share this with you. So in a segment I'm calling Watching. Here we
Are you
go.
someone who loves attention and enjoys that feeling that you're constantly being watched and you're also looking for a house? Then I have the perfect place for you. It is 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 4,824 square feet, and it's located in Newport Richey, Florida. All I'm going to say about the outside is that it's giving abandoned mall. And before we go inside, this is probably the last time I'm going to say this on here. You might need to brace yourself. All right? Here we go. Yeah. I have a few questions just like you. My first one is why? My second one is where do you think this is? Do you think this is the living room, dining room? Well, this is the dining room, so you're wrong. We'll come back to this. We'll come back. This is actually the bedroom, the main bedroom. I just know the real estate agent was crying. It's the fact that they're all facing the bed and then you wake up and you're facing them. It's the fluorescent lighting. It's the mysterious footprints or stains in the carpet. I normally don't sleep with the light on, but I would sleep with all the lights on in this house. The rest of the bedrooms pretty much look like this, so just picture this 2 more times. Moving back to the dining room, as you already saw, it is filled with an assortment of pottery, pictures, artwork, you name it, it is here. And the only reason why I'm saying it's a dining room is because I see the chandelier hanging there. I could be wrong. Next, we have what I believe is the family room. As you can see, it's at full capacity. You have Auntie Bear over there, and then you have all of her friends. They're all dressed up for that tea party. Looking upstairs, it is fully decorated with various artwork, headpieces over here, and then the entire hallway upstairs is encased in glass, and then you have various Renaissance paintings that are hanging on the wall. The kitchen is pretty much doll-free. However, they're never too far away from you, as you can still see them back there in the dark, lingering. Then there's this bathroom, which looks like it's from a different house because there's nothing in here. However, this bathroom makes up for it with all of the decorative plates and birds. Ooh, a bidet. There's also this room, which I'm calling the lion's den. I will excuse the clutter in the garage just because everybody's garage looks like this, and if it doesn't, you're lying to yourself. Finally, this house does sit on a beautiful lake, but then I remembered that this is Florida and there's probably something in there. Let's get to the price. 3, 2, 1. $699,000. No.
No, indeed.
No.
You know,
that house has seen things.
Yeah. So that creator, he's always showing some messed up
hell.
houses that always make me laugh. What surprises me is they literally are out here asking for $700,000.
Yeah.
For that.
Do you know how much you are gonna have to pay 1-800-JUNK to haul out all those dolls and weird art and weird
and the
crap?
dirty carpet? How those
You know
footprints what is it?
You know what I think? I think those dolls and those things, they're probably worth a lot of money. I wonder if they come with the price of the house, because you could make a pretty penny. Because if this person could, like, those are hundreds, maybe thousands, even.
There's a lot.
I mean, I would.
There's a lot to it.
I mean, you would have to get an appraiser to come and tell you how much that stuff is worth.
Which would take days for them to go through all of those dolls.
Yes.
I wish they had a photo of the homeowner.
Yeah.
I'd love to see, was it like some crazy
I feel like a crazy old lady.
You
Did
know,
they like
what they
die
look
in the house?
They could have died
Were they
in there.
murdered in the house?
Definitely died in the house. Somebody definitely
There's a
died
hoarding problem. For
they never
sure.
left, so their whole life was literally in this haunted house. And I don't know, man. Those dolls probably come alive at night. You better look.
Like, the best part is we barely saw any real furniture except for the bed that the dolls were all staring.
They look
right.
nasty.
And that's this house is weird because it's like you never needed to eat breakfast. You never needed to sit down on a couch and watch TV.
The house was
Like,
from
what?
like 1985, and
What
they
is
they moved
happening?
in there in that year, and they never left.
I'm
Yeah, 'cause
beginning to think
Fluorescent
that.
lights and the
The weird like why?
the dirty carpet with footprints on it. Like, what is that footprint? I know it's not mud.
from the dolls, because the dolls wake up at
Running
The dolls
around.
that wake up at night.
absolutely running around.
And then it's like the only plus to it is that you get a lake, but the lake is infested with alligators. Like,
thank you.
I can keep that. Give it to Trump. He can attach it to his Monte Carlo place. Give it to him.
Milan.
And we're done. Mar-a-Lago part two.
Foolish
Part two. Okay, we're done. Now we're actually going to move into something funny because again, that was creepy. I don't love the kids, so I'm not even going to pretend. And this is why. This clip just showed me I love my kids, love the kids close to me. But why? Not like, remember Homie the clown who loved the kids? She don't love the kids. And this teacher just told me why I don't love the kids in a segment called These Kids, Here We Go.
Things my students said to me this week as a second grade teacher. Number 1. Miss E, I like your costume today. Okay. Number 2, you haven't brought us any snacks in mad long. You ain't get paid yet? Number 3, when are you going to be absent again? We need a break. Okay. Number 4, I told him it was my stepson's birthday tomorrow. And a student says to me, oh, so your husband cheated on you too? Number 5, right babies come out the mama's butt? Huh? I don't know. Number 6, they saw my lock screen and said, oh, you look real nice when you're not at work. Okay. Number 7, you don't get tired of talking sometimes? I do. Yeah, I do. Number 8, I read the title of a fluency passage that my students were supposed to be reading with me. And the title was Sam's Ball. So one of my students decides he's going to scream out, no Diddy. What? Number 9, I was being observed and I asked the kids a question and all of them were raising their hands to respond. So I decided to pick on one student in particular. And when I call on him, he goes, is it time for lunch yet? It wasn't. It wasn't time for lunch. And number 10, one of my students said to me, how old you is? I don't know why I do this to myself. I don't know why. I don't.
Girl, I don't know why you do it either.
You have to be like really special to be a teacher these days. Like you have to really love the craft.
You gotta love your job
of molding young minds, because
because the thing is that to be honest with you,
kids are wild.
Kids don't have any rein on their mouth, right? They're just literally gonna say whatever they want, and teachers don't get paid enough for this sort of abuse on a daily basis. So
he said, and I know it's a little boy. He looked at her and said, "Hold on, where's our snacks? You didn't get paid yet. Like, you poor. Like, what is happening?" Right. And it was the not your husband cheated on you too. Like, what grown people conversations are you
exactly
in?
That's that one, number 4. That one stood out to me because I'm like, wow, this kid sat in the living room while a whole conversation was happening about sexual escapades and cheating right there. And this kid's like,
allowed to do that.
I've seen this reality show before.
Yep.
We didn't get to do that. When the adults were talking, when they were having the big people party, we had to go to the little people in them room. Okay, we went to the little people, bye bye. There was no big people. You got downstairs, but why are the big people mouth? Bye bye.
You were
These
put
kids
in
are
front of the
different.
TV. Whatever it would be, like whatever Saved by the Bell, whatever the hell you were watching,
Whatever it was.
and it would be turned up to the highest volume, and you would
Mhm.
sit there with your popcorn and watch
Mind
that,
your own little business.
and you don't move
Don't move
from the chair. It's like you
But these
sit
parents are
and you
different
don't
now.
move.
These parents are different. They
Yeah,
want
because
their kids involved.
right. They use their kids as therapists. Now the mom is bringing their son, putting him in the chair and being like, honey,
Am I pretty?
Am I
Why
pretty?
did my
Because
boyfriend
my
dump me?"
boyfriend like is totally sleeping with another girl,
Your
and
kid
I
is
just
10.
don't get it. And
Your kid's 10.
Yeah, no, I don't love the kids. But God bless her. God bless all of you teachers. Salute to you. My hat's off to you. Ain't for me. No, thank you. I stopped at one. I didn't need any more. Now, a woman who should have stopped, a woman who should have definitely stopped what she was doing is the woman in this clip. In a segment I'm calling Brad Pitt. Here we go.
This woman was scammed out of $850,000 because she was being catfished by someone who was pretending to be Brad Pitt, utilizing AI and technology tools to generate images like this to say that he, needed kidney surgery. He sent all of these images from the hospital, and the story he spun was basically he needed all this money to pay for the transplant because his accounts were frozen due to divorce proceedings with Angelina Jolie. And this woman right here was married to a millionaire, and she divorced him because she thought that she was talking to the real Brad Pitt. But with AI, scammers can get even smarter, like catfish. The show needs to cover this woman because first of all, the photo of Brad Pitt holding up an Anne I love you postcard, her name is Anne. And this is absolutely crazy. Of course she should not have believed it. Here was one of the messages. She actually told this story on French television yesterday or 2 days ago. But it's a selfie saying, I want you to wake up to this baby. I love you so much. I adore you. And she actually realized that she had been scammed when she saw Brad Pitt step out with his girlfriend on, television. They were on the news or something. And then she realized that wait, this is not real. However, this was after, wiring him $850,000 throughout a span of months because he needed to pay for this transplant. And I feel so bad for her. She's getting so much hate. And of course she should not have believed it. But I had to tell this story on here because it is so wild.
You're an idiot for feeling bad for her. Feel bad for her for
I don't feel bad for
I
her.
don't. She was married to a millionaire.
No sympathy whatsoever.
And then she took that millionaire money and gave it to a fake Brad Pitt. Look at those photos. Look at them. Does that look like something of Brad Pitt?
And can I be
she
honest?
bought that story?
Can I be honest? We all need to get smarter. For people that haven't seen Sweet Bobby, go watch it.
Oh yeah, that's
okay. It's ultimate catfishing. And this girl didn't even use AI. She just used Facebook
photos of
and Facebook Messenger to totally screw up two people's lives. But anyways, first of all, Brad Pitt is a very he is on TV every day. I don't know about anyone else, but if you go online, he's a very relevant actor. It's not like he's out in the middle of nowhere and no one has seen him in 20 years.
He's not a recluse.
Right. He's out here every day. They're like, oh, new girlfriend this, new girlfriend that. So the idea that the woman really thought, and then, sis, Brad Pitt don't need her money. And that photo's horrible. As soon as
that's the photo she saw.
These are the photos that she fell for. I don't.
Even though the car says "Get well soon, Anne" or something like that, and
it doesn't even look right.
Look at that.
And then, sis, where are your friends? Where are
at her.
Do you have children? How did it go on for so long that you sent almost $1 million to this fake? How? Y'all need to stop trusting everybody. And I don't feel sorry for her because that money in our society right now could literally split that up into 3 and it could change someone's life.
Yes, it could. But she gave it to
people's lives could be changed with $200,000 and you're out here spending $800,000 to fake Brad Pitt. The same Brad Pitt that just made a movie the other day.
I mean, a gazillion
dollars. Girl, his money is all tied up in divorce procedures.
What kind of stupidness? Like, why do people believe? Oh Lord, help us! Like, do people read? Did she go on Google and say Brad Pitt?
No,
divorce.
She didn't, because she was getting the text messages from Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt has a whole wine vineyard,
but she doesn't care because according to her, his accounts are frozen because of the divorce proceedings. So,
and he has no rich friends.
No.
He has no rich friends that could have given him $800,000.
Only her.
This man is best friends with George Clooney.
Yes,
we're done. We move on because she's stupid. I don't feel bad. Honestly, we're just gonna move on.
No.
I actually don't have anything good to say. So, okay. In a segment we're calling season. Well, here we go.
Caribbean people, step forward.
I'm half British, but I'm also Caribbean, which is why I marinate my chicken. I don't want no dried chicken. Your marinade is made from butter, thyme.
Yo, which part you half Caribbean be? Which part?
Under the skin with the marinade.
That's not marinade.
Add extra seasoning on top. I think that's the Caribbean thing too.
No. That's not marinade. That's a butter pan chicken. And you still need to tell you which part the half a Caribbean from. You say you is mostly Caribbean. Which part? And which Caribbean man out there do makes you feel like she's mostly Caribbean?
Potatoes and your veggies before popping in the chips of the chicken under the skin and inside with some of the veggies too. We're going to pop this on for 60 minutes at 190 degrees. And our chicken is done. It's
done what?
Outside and very succulent.
Crispy outside and dry inside, no season and flavor. Where succulent? That never succulent. You too lie. That never succulent. She said, oh, it's crispy outside and it's not succulent at all. It unseasoned. Why not always have to pick on the Caribbean? Find somewhere else, man. Go to China, go Asia, go over Asia, go pick on some people. You know always have to, you say you're mostly Caribbean. Which part? Please, you know tell me which part of the Caribbean she from. Because she come talk about she's mostly Caribbean. And I want to know Caribbean man out there we have to blame no dugu or make she feel like she's Caribbean now, you know.
I think we can move on. I don't actually have anything. She took butter and rubbed it in and melted. Like,
Yeah,
and I appreciate that I guess she was trying. Here's the thing: she didn't even pierce the chicken. When one actually marinates chicken, you pierce the chicken, you pierce the skin. So all the seasoning that you take and you actually rub into, and you take the seasoning and you put it and you rub it underneath, because like there's a whole process to make a good baked chicken, and any Caribbean person would know that. My girl took butter, put it on it, and slathered on some stuff and salted it.
Yeah, to be honest with you, even if she was a full on, I don't know if she's Australian or English, but even for a white chef, they would have said this is ridiculous. Like a white chef would never do that. Like
that's not it.
And I guess the whole thing here for me is people want the respect, so they're like, I'll just say that I'm part Caribbean or half Caribbean, and then they can't say anything. And it's like,
oh yes,
you can't just hide behind saying you're Caribbean and then do that.
No, that's like, no offense, but that's like a white person move. Like that.
Yeah, white people love to do that.
Do you know? Even to be even more like brutally honest, a lot of Jamaican chefs, when they're making, they don't even want an air fryer or none of that. They're old school. Like they want to do it in the oven, put it on open fire.
I've never cooked a full chicken in an air fryer.
In an air fryer.
Like air fryers for warming up pieces of chicken after it's been actually cooked.
Put it on open flame. Like
but
put in the
a whole chicken in the Instapot
for
an hour.
For an hour. But she said she's Caribbean, yo. She said she's Jamaican, so let her.
No, she's a half Caribbean, half what? Good girl. Bye. Okay,
it's like they discovered cayenne pepper, and they believe, well, I'm now Caribbean because I know cayenne pepper.
Well, they discovered a taco, another Mexican. Like
yes.
Believe what you see. The land of the Delulu. Believe what you want, girl.
We're done. Okay, this next one here. This is just actually ghetto. It is the ghettoest of the ghettoest thing I've seen in a long time. And in this segment, I'm calling Philly. Here we go.
What in the Philadelphia fuck is going on here? Raw dogging a relaxer on public transportation is about the most egregious thing I've ever seen in my lifetime. And I've been around 31 years. It's a long time to see some ridiculous shit, but this takes the cake. Then she got like a towel, t-shirt situation tucked around her. This is premeditated foolery at its finest. You're not gonna have a strand of hair left before you get to your destination, or you might. Clearly you had a plan, Miss Mamas. But exposing other innocent people to toxic chemicals is nasty work. I think you need to go to jail. Yep. Under it. Thank you. If you have a 215 area code, please come get your girl. Please come get her.
So for those on the radio that didn't see that, that was a video shot on a bus. Someone is sitting in the bus, and like two aisles in front of them, there's literally a woman sitting there with a t-shirt wrapped around her neck. Like, I'm going to use the word marinate.
Yeah.
Marinating what looks like, and there's a debate in the comments, but it looks like relaxer, which we call perm in the Black community. Some people said it looks more like shampoo, but to be honest, it doesn't actually matter what she was doing with her hair. Why are you doing this on a public bus?
And I want to know, does this happen often in Philly? Because the guy sitting behind her,
right?
He's on his phone.
He's on Instagram.
It's another Tuesday. So, yeah, he's just like he's like, oh, that's Mary. We all know Mary. She's good. She's good people.
Mary.
But it's like Mary's good people. But it's like, is this like a thing in Philadelphia? Does this happen often, where people just relax
so
or
weird.
shampoo?
Like, how long are you saying?
Like, how's she gonna wash it out? That's my.
It's weird.
This planet is on fire. This planet is on fire. It's on fire. What is the 76ers gonna do? What are the 76ers? Well, she's on her way to one of their games.
Maybe
right
she's
now.
on her way to a game
To profess her love for what's his face?
Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid.
Run, Embiid. Run. Your stalker is getting her hair all dolled up.
Yeah, that was nasty work. That was
horrible.
Indeed.
Nasty.
Diabolical.
Yeah.
That's ghetto. But we're done. Because in the last video segment, which I think is hilarious, be prepared for the last segment called In This House. Here we go.
I said, I'm a Jesus freak, 7 days a week. Worship and prayer makes Satan's power weak. Woo! Yeah, you're messing with some worship and prayer. Bring a guitar and an amp for this worship and prayer. Get your favorite journal out for this worship and prayer. Lift me up, Jesus, you're in charge. In my soul and in my heart. Meet the sinner at heaven's gate. Count my hairs like you count the stars. Holy Spirit, you're in my life. I do communion like every night. When I was 8, I was baptized. The water was wet. I took a dive. Pass the plate, you know I'll tithe. Let's bow heads, I'll do it with pride. I want you to lead your righteous flock. You're the truth and the light. Krispy Kreme, worship team. Meet in public, 6:15. Bring some friends, it's all free. And let me tell you how I got redeemed. God'll be calling me deep down inside of me. Mission trip for a weekend in the Philippines. Telling testimonies, the church is proud of me. Probably make them cry for they call for offering. Pray for mom, pray for dad.
Yes, more fire.
So here's my thing. I'm not actually mad at it. Like, what makes it funny is the guy looks lame as hell. Like, yeah, you would have to see it, everyone. He does look like Ned Flanders, like full on. But the song is a bop.
It's fire. I'm not fire. Mad. He's spitting out rhymes that make sense.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with a club or a shooting.
Hey,
dude,
sir,
go ahead.
If you want to sing about being redeemed, go ahead.
Go ahead with your redeem rap. Do it up. I'm not mad at it.
There is some Lord in this house, he said. There is some Lord in this house.
Yeah. I mean, they're eating Krispy Kreme at his church.
Krispy Kreme
So.
is a choir practice. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, we're
redeemed and all this.
Yeah, he's got his guitar and his amp. He's ready to go.
Little skinny leg pants. Okay. Tuck in meat.
Yes.
You do your thing, little man. Do your thing.
We got
Hallelujah.
nothing. So good job. Pray, amen. Praise the Lord. Praise
Hallelujah.
the Lord. But we've got one more. We've got one more because as usual, 6 brown chicks comes through for us with the foolishness.
Wow.
See how weird? Okay. So in a bonus segment we are calling Scammed. Here we go. I married Claudia 4 years ago, and me and my teen sons moved in with her. 2 years in, Claudia opened her salon, and I fell in love with someone else. I even effed my other female in our home because I was done with Claudia, and I was showing my sons how to handle these females when they get uppity and try to run things. I filed for divorce. I've done renovations to the home, and I fully expected to get half of the house market worth. And I/our lived there with my 2 sons. So again, he wanted to get half the house or live there with his 2 sons. That's not hers. Okay. My lawyer discovered that the house is in Claudia's mother's name, and her mother evicted me and my son. I'm struggling to cancel my divorce proceedings, but Claudia has stopped communicating with me. She doesn't come home when I'm here. Me and my sons will be homeless if she doesn't agree to accept my apology, go to therapy, and fix our marriage. Most importantly, I don't have rights to the property, and I married her to get that. She scammed me. She ain't a homeowner. I'm in a tough spot. Help.
You know, I just want to say that it's really funny how people in their minds work things out to where it seems like they're right.
Yeah.
It's incredible how humans are so good at that. It's like, yeah, I'm right.
They don't see the foolishness. They look through it and see their righteousness. Wow.
This guy was basically angry that she had made something of herself, opened up a salon. He hated it because he married her for what he could get. When he realized she was taking the money to actually build her empire, he became angry. So he's like, forget you. I'm gonna F it up with this effing hoe that I found at your salon.
Okay.
And show my boys what a real man is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you're like, I'm getting a divorce. And then when you find out that mommy of the bride owns the home, which this is not unusual.
No, it's common.
A lot of times when people get married, it's because their parents
bought
the house for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very natural thing.
Splitting gift.
So exactly. So now you find out that you ain't getting half of nothing, and actually your backside's gonna be homeless with your 2 children. Then that, to be honest, this woman was good because I would have never.
Nope.
I ain't marrying no man with no teen children. What the?
Or no house. So you have no home. You have 2 houses.
And you're moving up in my house?
You're in my space?
With no money to
with
say.
No cash?
About Reno. You know, he did a whole DIY. He painted one room.
He watched the HGTV. Went on YouTube and did some Debbie's painted house.
And then he realizes that, oh shoot, I have nothing here. I need to get with her again, sir. What?
Well, he needs to go find that church that the kid was rapping about. Go find them and ask them to put you up.
Because
nobody wants to help you.
Listen.
Tell your teenage sons to yourself, all 3, go get a job. Go work. What God put you on the planet to do. Go work or find your hoe. Go find your hoe and ask her to put you up.
She doesn't have a house.
Well, then go on the street. Sleep on the dirty street.
I just noticed the time, so I didn't even realize that we.
Yeah, listen, my ladies, I'm silent because we said it all. So we're done. Just all Kelly, wrap it up. 20 seconds.
Well,
And we're
y'all,
done.
there you go. If you need any advice, just come to us and we'll give it to you straight. We want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Check out our replays every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can check this award-winning Nobel Peace Prize. Yes, we bring the peace. Watch all these episodes from beginning to now. You will not be disappointed. You'll be so entertained. We tape live right here Wednesdays at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And check us out on IG and on Facebook. Follow us on there as well. And while you're here, turn on notification bells. Follow us on here because, like I said, we say go live. You don't want to miss our lives. It's a vibe. Come on now. So look, we're out. Keep fit. Have fun. We got a car. I'm Telly. We got Queen Sheba. And until next time, everyone, see you later.
Bye-bye.